you have Kamala Harris that is considering putting her name in the hat. But my opinion is the Democrats dogged her so bad. She needs just if she could just do it, she could probably should do it as an independent. Cause the Democrats that dogged her out real bad. They fucked her over real bad.
Elaborate on it.
Prior, you know, the Biden thing. He waited too long for her to run. And then while she's running, after the fact she was running and she lost, the Democrats threw dirt on her name. Pretty much kicked her off the boat for some apparent reason. And she the one that's supposed to be the candidate to represent your party. But y'all out there throwing dumb shit on her. So, like, she was on a show and she said, y'all motherfuckers are crazy. Said everybody that's in there right now is crazy. Said everybody lost their mind.
Trump administration?
Everybody said everybody lost their mind. We on the outside looking in, we know certain things that these political parties do.
Wait, but did you say she should run as independent?
I said that because the Democrats were shitting on her. I don't think I will come back to that. Me personally, I wouldn't come back to that. Like Democrats threw dirt on her name.
All right, so what you saying is she, in your mind, is the front runner, period. So she don't even need a Democrat. Is that what you're saying? She could just run as an independent?
She could do that. Now, I'm not sure if that's recommended for her to do that, but she should run as an independent only because the Democrats played with her after the elections happened.
Yeah.
You know, there was some shit that they was saying, you know what I'm saying? The Democrats seemed like they was all defeated. They was against each other at that point after the elections. It got to a point where, you know, they, pointing the finger at each other, mainly at her and at Biden, like not letting go the reins early. Like the Democrats was in a disarray and they was panicking and not knowing what was like. The only thing they could do was point fingers at that point. That was around December, January, and inauguration, February. When the whole Elon Musk, Doge shit, they were still pointing fingers at each other. So it was like, and then, Kamala Harris, her book came out. You remember that? And, exposed some stuff. I didn't read it, but it did expose a little bit of stuff that was going on in the government. She even said out her mouth that those motherfuckers are crazy. I do believe it.
Man.
Everybody should believe it. She the one inside. We the outside looking in, but we have a feel of what's going on, the bullshit that's going on in today's government and today's politics. You know, it's about money.
Independent. See, in my mind, I think she'd just be the what's the name too? Just but run the Democrat though, not. But just run. Don't you know what I'm saying? Like Trump did, just run. Don't engage with the motherfuckers. Don't none of that. Just run and shit. Don't do no motherfucking debates, nothing. Just run. That's almost like independent, ain't it?
Nah, independent actually do some
work. That's how Trump did. He stayed away from everybody. He ain't talk about nothing. He ain't getting debates. He ain't do shit.
That's because he had people to do it for him. He paid people to do it for him. And this is when you get
what he talk about now. For real.
Right. So like only thing he was doing, and then you had people like Charlemagne the God. Then you had people like
God. I can't take him.
Yeah, people like Charlemagne the God.
Charlemagne the God, bro.
you had people like Floyd Mayweather. You had influence within this election. You had them. Then you have Nicki Minaj on the team. Now you have Nicki Minaj on the team and the Barbs.
Getting crazy. What you think about that? Independent?
She can't run as an independent. No one will ever win as nobody will ever run and win as an independent because both parties won't let it happen.
What just happened?
That's hold on.
I got you.
Yeah, and I agree with you on that. I agree with you on that.
The minute you do, both the two party system is fucked.
Yeah,
All
that's
right, so
the thing.
what
That's
Tony's
the only
saying
thing.
is he feel like if an independent win, then it fucks the two
You want
parties.
to have a third party.
Everybody remember what's the little motherfucker name? Ross Perot? You remember him? Jay? You don't never remember Ross Perot?
Yeah, I remember Ross Perot.
I don't know. He wasn't independent though. He was something. He was in a party. It was one of those independent fake ass joints anyway.
Now let's back this one up.
What was that? The independent something? No, the Green Party.
Parties out there,
Green
they
Party.
ain't got nothing behind them. You got the two big boys, and the two big boys got all the money. So you never gonna
You're never going to win.
with the money. But now,
But the Democrats is shitted on. The Democrats is shitting on her so damn bad. It's just
in the first place, if it wasn't for Joe Biden forcing the issue, she would not have got the nomination because we would have went to another primary, or it would have been an open convention. They wanted one of the two. And if it wasn't for the fact that the sitting president at the time forced their hand, no. If I drop out, it's her. If it ain't her, basically he wasn't dropping out. He'd have fucked the whole ticket up completely.
Go ahead, Jay.
yeah, she would have fucked up the ticket completely. I agree with you, but something got to give with the shit with the two-party system. We trying both parties, it's not working. It's something we got to go through. The people deserves another route.
Welcome to the party,
Not saying,
Godfather.
not saying that the Democrats are not shit. They just not doing shit right now.
Now, let's get this, y'all. This Democrat ain't doing shit together right now. And I want everybody to listen to this. This is what y'all did. What y'all voted for, and those of y'all who did not vote, this is what you got.
Exactly.
You gave Donald Trump and the MAGA Republicans the White House. You gave them the Senate. You gave them the House of Representatives. You allowed them to stack the Supreme Court. You gave them everything. Don't come in my motherfucking face right now talking about what are the Democrats doing. They cannot do anything because the people of this country gave MAGA all the power. All the power. They control the House. They control the Senate. By that, they stack the Supreme Court and they control the White House. They control the executive, the judicial, they control all branches of government. And everybody now want to say, look at Democrats and say, y'all ain't doing shit. How can we do shit if you gave them all of the power? You gave them every branch of government. Get this shit straight. Not only did you give them every branch of the government in the federal government, you gave them the majority of governorships in this country. That means the majority of states are ran by Republicans. You gave them mayoralships. That means a lot of the cities are ran by Republicans. You gave them House and state senates and state houses and state senates. That means a lot of the House and state senates are ran by Republicans. Kiss my ass with all that. What is the fucking Democrats doing? You gave them all the power from the top, from the president down to the dog catcher. You made them all Republicans. Now you got to live with it. Don't say where they at now. That's bullshit.
Go ahead, Jay. You said that, Jay?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
I understand that, but you have certain people in the Democrats, mainly Fetterman, being a piece of shit, being a piece of shit.
Fetterman's a piece of shit.
And motherfucking Manchin ass, them type motherfuckers.
And Manchin, he's a piece of shit too.
But you damn sure. But Fetterman a piece of shit.
Yeah, Fetterman is definitely a piece of shit. Because when you look at it, right? When you look at it hindsight, every time the Democrats, here's the other thing. When they did stack everything up, Obama was president at the time, and they made Obama not to appoint the court. They kind of figured that
they blocked it. They blocked God.
They stole God from when they stole his ass, held him up in the whole joint and then took the time out and shit. That was fucked up. Down on the mic.
So when that happened, they kind of figured that they already knew that Hillary wasn't going to be the president, that it was going to be Trump. And they let Trump do everything he wanted to do the first term, 2 impeachments included.
Oh yeah, he got impeached twice.
And he still came back. Donald Trump is the white version of Marion Barry.
2.4 fresh out.
My man with the cognac over there.
Go ahead, Godfather. First of all, you've been listening. You know what's going on? What we talking about? I'm giving like first Republicans and what reason to vote for Republicans, and then my man, we was talking about Kamala. He threw out she should run as an independent. All right, take those the way you want.
Kamala, okay, that's her run as an independent no go. Because she's from California, she's too progressive, and they're gonna see her as too progressive. So her running for as an independent won't work. And the first one, Republicans since Reagan era, Republicans have done nothing in office. They have done nothing for the American people ever since Reagan. And mind you, Reagan, we was at war too. But at the same time, Republicans have done nothing for America since that time. And why they still getting put in office? Because why? They are entrepreneurs. They are business owners and stuff like that. Most Republicans and stuff like that, they're business owners. So that's why the Republicans always go after businesses and put businesses in their format where they going to make laws and president signs executive orders for big businesses to capitalize, because if they want, that's what the most rural and most red states are. They business owners that's trying to make their way up. Blue states are college educated people, the people who actually go through the complete system of becoming, the lawyer, then go up to the next Supreme Court, to the court, to the judges. They climb that ladder to be to where they are. When Republicans, they buy their way to the top, and that's where the problem lies at.
Now, you said Kamala couldn't make it as independent.
Yeah.
Now, he suggested that. Well, the Jay suggests she run as independent because he feels as though the Democratic Party treated her like shit. Now, I never looked at it like this before. That's running independent and all that stuff. But now looking at it and thinking about the way she was treated in the party. First, do you think she was treated like shit in the party first?
I think at the end it came down to this, her running at the last minute was made it shit. You know, I don't know if y'all heard. I don't know if y'all heard Chris Christie speak the other day. He said the baby boomers. The baby boomers are the most selfish people in our world right now. They always want to cling on to power. They don't understand what the world is today. They still thinking that it's what it is back then, and that's what most of the other Republican Party is. So for her to switch over to independent when she has a progressive style, they already know that she has a progressive style. That's not going to work for her. It's not. She's just stay Republican. The independents are going to switch over anyway. Independents already going to switch. They're going to flip. Ain't no way the Republicans party. I ain't going to say this because it happened to Trump. They going to hold anything after this time right here. So her run as independent. She got too progressive, moderate. That's why they didn't like her, because she was too progressive. It wasn't more of her stance. It wasn't more that she was a progressive, and they don't like that.
She could not run as an independent for two reasons, and these are the two reasons. She's not going to have the backing and money of the party. That's going to hurt. She limited herself on backing, money, the party, and the super PACs that back the Democrat Party with the real money. That's where the real money is at, the super PACs. They can throw out unlimited cash and don't have to worry about it. Number two, she's not going to run as an independent, because she's going to have people on two sides that's going to trash her. You're going to have Republicans coming at you in their way, and she is a very formidable candidate. Whether you roll with her or not, she's very formidable. So that means Democrats gotta unleash their opposition on her too. It's not gonna happen. So that means more shit like the Willie Brown shit coming out. Then they'll have to trash her and a former Democratic administration, because whether you like it or not, and you like what they did, is better than what's in the White House now. So she can honestly jump up there and say, hold the fuck up. When we was in the White House, this was happening, and we was honestly headed in this direction, and she got receipts to prove it. But if she runs as an independent, then you got everybody out there against her, including other independents. It's not going to happen. Especially this next campaign will be the richest campaign. Obama first campaign was the richest. I'm not too sure about the second. I know the Biden campaign, Biden and Harris, was up there with money spent. And this last one, she raised almost $1 billion. So I think last time she did raise the most, because she raised almost $1 billion.
That's what I was about to say.
I think she did. That her campaign, she raised the most.
I think that's what I was about to say.
But a lot of that shit come from the party and super PACs. So you got to.
If she was to come out tomorrow and say she run for president, but she run as an independent, she would still lead all the polls.
She would lead all the polls.
She would lead the polls all the way till almost till the end of the Democratic primary and Republican primary. And if she is an independent, she won't have to engage in too much either. Everybody already vetted her last 3 years ago. All she got to do is go around to motherfucking Spanish stations and black stations and just get interviewed, do town halls and all that shit. She don't really have to debate nobody.
That is why.
If she was an independent.
That is why she is not saying anything now. She don't have to say anything. All she has to do is sit back and basically don't say I told you so, because that's going at some point that starts to piss people off too. Out of hand, I told you so. All she has to do like that is sit back and say, you know, I'm thinking about running or whatever. She's going to lead the polls all the way into the primary season. She's going to be the front runner. When primary season kicks off, she will be the front runner. She should be the front runner.
Now, this is what I'm saying, though.
Somebody got to come along and beat her, and she got to hold her own.
This is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like I said, if she wanted to run an independent, she'd start off ahead of the polls, and money wouldn't be an issue. Y'all remember, she got the second most votes in history. No one got more votes than her but Trump in history of voting for president. Mm-hmm. She made the most money besides Trump than anybody in the history of running for president. And that shit y'all just said was 2-3 weeks or some shit. She had a month or something, bro. Just imagine she had a whole 6 to 8 months to prepare and run for president. She can get the money.
Now you gotta look at
I ain't got to worry about no money. The problem what she have is not no money. The problem is she's a Democrat. She's been a Democrat her whole life. And then if she was to run and become president as an independent, now she is not a Democratic president. You feel me? She is not a Democrat. She's not fighting for democratic values. She's not the first Democratic anything. You know what I'm saying?
Her policies are
Independence is not a party. It's just you just are on your own. You feel me? Now, if you become a president or in the party itself, then you accomplishing things. You feel me?
I think what's going to help her better this time around is that last time she couldn't talk about the administration. She couldn't talk about the administration because she was in the administration. So by her being in the administration, she couldn't answer the questions that was needed to be answered about the economy and things like that because she was already in the administration. Now that she had 4 years out of the administration, now she could discuss what things she didn't like in the last administration compared to what she wanted to do going forward in the future. That hindered her a lot too, because by her being part of the administration and couldn't really speak on nothing because everybody kept saying that the cost of living is too high. She couldn't speak on it. So this might help her being away from that and going forward. Now she can come up with her own plan and her own agenda.
Go ahead.
That is true. But also at the same time, that's true. Also at the same time, when you're in this party, right? You're in the party, you got some things that they need to clean up or they need to straighten out before she even try to run again. But she did say she was considering putting her hand. I'm not sure if she's saying if she is or not. I'm hearing a lot of feedback. Hello? Yeah.
Well, you good.
I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't know what that was. But I'm not sure. What is supposed to, like, she's trying to get in. If she's considered to run, the Democrats, if she decides to run as a Democrats got to put everything under the bridge because they see what's going on. They see this current administration, what's happening right now. You have to live in the now, in the moment, in the future, because in certain states right now, they got special elections for the districts to be reversed or removed. So that's the first hurdle. That's the first hurdle we got to go through right now is that these states got the special election for the districts by itself. Virginia is one of them. Virginia, please do your thing. Say yes. Do not move the districts.
Yeah.
Vote yes. Don't.
Another thing, people gotta know is more voting, not just for president. It's other shit going on that you need to put your hand into, like that. Vote yes for shit like that. You gotta be involved from a political standpoint. You gotta know what's going on out that bitch for sure.
Yeah, because what happens is they're gonna give an unfair advantage for the Republicans to vote it more than the Democrats. And if that happens, if that happens and Republicans get voted in, now we're going to see how you, as the people out there, voted. See how you can survive the next 2, 3, 4 years of high prices and income being where it is.
It's crazy because all of us, y'all been coming on this podcast too, and we've been debating people and debating each other, and we always talked about where the prices were high when Biden was there, and everybody was so mad. I mean, the country is heated. People was mad about that shit, and it's like, bro, it's more now. It's like, what the fuck is going on?
And people is still sucking this man dick, and I'm not understanding that.
I think you muted yourself, dog.